Welcome back to ClayShareCon 2026. Here we are starting the afternoon with our live sessions on day 2. And I just want to give you all some tips here. So when we have recorded sessions that go up during the lunch hour, you know, they don't come on automatically just like the lives do, like I am right now with you all. So all you have to do if you don't see it is go to classes, you click on that, and then you'll see classes and you'll hit play. That's it, just push play. So if you wait and look at a still screen, you're not gonna ever get the video because you gotta hit play. That's all it means. The way it works is live broadcasts come on automatically and they just start playing. Pre-recorded ones are there waiting for you. Now they will be triggered to automatically start, but if you come on and it's like 10 minutes in, it's been playing, it's recorded, it's not live. So go back and start it over and watch all of it. And of course you can watch that later. But during the lunch hours, we do have recorded segments, and that is just the way those function. So just wanted to give you guys a heads up, because I saw a few folks could not find the live, but it's not live. So, but right now, we have a live. We have Maria Sampson here, and she's going to share with you some Georgie's glazes and interactive pigments. If you have been with us for a while, you know I love these and use them a lot. If you're new to ClayShare, well, you probably might be new to Georgie's, maybe not though, and you're going to love these. These are really fun. There's a lot you can do with them, and you can get some amazing combos, and Maria is going to show us how right now. So let's go on out and see how she's doing. You know, it's got to be warmer there than it is here. Hey, Maria. Thanks for being
everybody.
here.
Welcome to blustery Albuquerque. It's going to be in the 40s today. We've had like up in the 60s, but now we're back in the 40s, but it's really windy. I have tumbleweeds on my front porch. I have a flashlight here because the power's been going off and on because it's been so windy. So fingers crossed, power and Wi-Fi stays on. I think we're okay today. Yesterday would have been another thing. So anyway, how's everybody doing? ClayShareCon.
Woohoo! I know.
Like Jessica said, my name's Maria, and I met Jessica years and years ago at one of the Encicas at the Georgie's booth. And for anybody that's new to Georgie's, Georgie's has been around since 1965. It's as old as I am. And in 75, Georgie, so Georgie is a real person, she bought the company from her father. And back then, the company, it was a plaster craft company. So they made if you're a person of a certain age like me, you remember when you were little, we had those plaster figurines, right? And we would, you know, and plaster Christmas ornaments, and we would, you know, paint those with acrylic paint. So those are what they made, and they made molds. And then after Georgie took over, it's just slowly morphed through the years into the all-inclusive ceramic shop that it is. And it's now all women owned. 4th generation family and women owned. So I don't know if people know that. Now, because it is all inclusive, they do sell other products. They sell all brands of glazes: Mako, Amico, Laguna, Speedball. I'm looking at my stock. Coyote. I don't know. I've probably missed some, but they sell all sorts of tools, all sorts of texture mats, but they also make their own Cone 6 clays, or Cone 6 glazes, and clays from low fire all the way up to Cone 10. So today I'm going to talk a little bit about some of the new things that are happening and coming out. Before I do that, though, I like to give some stats. I kind of do this every year. So they have right now 29 employees with 6 production staff. And in 2025, though, that 6 production staff made over 4,700 tons of clay. I got to look at my notes here, which is 9.5 million pounds, which is 376,000 bags, 25-pound bags of clay, right? I mean, when you break it down like that, it's like, whoa. And then, and so that's clay all the way from low fire all the way up to cone 10. And then glaze, they made 4,900 gallons of glaze, which is 39,200 pints. And it's over 52,000 12-ounce cans of pop or soda. I'm from Detroit. I say pop. Some people might say soda. So it's over 52,000 cans of soda pop. So that kind of boggles my mind. And then dry product, they've made over 15,000 pounds of dry product. I didn't do the math on any of that. So through ClayShareCon, Georgie's is offering 20% off of Glazes and the interactive pigments, not clay, just the Glazes and pigments, with the code CSC 2026. So that's through the weekend. And they're giving away one IP kit, but it has to be US only. And I'll put this back up, but I have information on how to contact me. Now, Georgie is based in Portland, but we are trying to grow. I am their distributor representative now. Well, I have been for a few years. And we're trying to grow the distributor map. We have a new distributor. I just forgot their name that quick. Throne, what is it? Throne Ceramics. And I have to say this really slowly. They are in Massachusetts.
Massachusetts.
I can't say it. I say a bad word when I say it fast.
Massachusetts.
Yeah. So they
you just
are
say Mass. They're in Mass.
They're in Mass. They are in.
That sounds cool. Like, they're in Mass.
They are on Beacon Street. For some reason, I don't have the city here, but they are in Mass. And they are a full distributor. And of course, most of our distributors are kind of on the West Coast. We're trying to branch out. So hit me up if you know of a local clay place that wants to become a distributor. Okay, so it's been a while since Georgie's has come out with some new things. They have spent the past 2 years kind of working on their glazes. They've had a couple glazes, especially like eggshell wash, which have been problematic, beautiful, but problematic. So they spent some time making them have a longer shelf life and more workable straight from the jar without compromising the beautiful colors that they have. So that's what they've been doing for the past 1.5 to 2 years. And they've come up with some new clay bodies. Now this year, I don't know when. I'm not gonna hold my breath, but I'm gonna keep my fingers crossed. They're gonna be coming out with some more new clays and some more new glazes. I'm not gonna give away what glaze lines, because if something happens, we don't want people to be disappointed. But some new glazes, some new clays, and hopefully, finally, a new website.
Yes, okay. This is a good segue. Some folks are trying to use the code to buy and it's not showing up as applying. Okay. Would you address that for them? Because Georgie's is very old school.
Yeah, so Georgie's is very old school on the website. What you're going to do is in the comment box, you're going to put in the code. The website is not a live website. It does not look at stock. It doesn't look at inventory. So it's not connected to the point of sale system. So what you're going to do is you're going to put that code into that comment box, and then they're going to print up your order, put your order into the point of sale computer system, and then your discount is going to come into effect. If you want them to call you with your total, put it in the comment box. Please call me with my total and with my discounts, and they will do that. Okay. I say this every year, but hopefully this is the year they have decided to
automation.
Yeah, and they've decided to the companies they've been working with just aren't working. They are building the website from the ground up. So they have been working on that for the past year and a half or so. So fingers crossed, but definitely call them directly.
If you go to georgies.com,
Yes.
there's a list of distributors, right?
There
so
is
some
a
folks
distributors
are asking, do they have a distributor here and there? So you can go see.
Georgies.com, and you will not only see this list, but they have the names and the addresses where those distributors are. Yeah, so go to georgies.com and you will see that. Okay, so I'm not going to go through all the glaze lines because I've done that before, but in the gloss line, there's 31 glazes, including 4 clears. I'll talk about the clears in a minute. The sculptural textural line, there's 33 glazes, some of which are not food safe. The tie-dye line, there's 12 glazes. The satin line, there's 9 glazes. The interactive pigments, there's 8, and then they also have 8 raku glazes. So they've got a full line of cone 6 and then raku. The clears, the 4 clears, they have super clear, which has zinc in it. So if you're using underglazes, especially the greens, you don't want to use super clear. There's zinc-free clear, which of course does not have zinc, and that's great for the underglazes, including the greens. Then there's the translucent satin, which is also zinc-free. And then there is the No More Tears glaze. Now, No More Tears was specifically made to be used on Georgie's porcelain. So there's silver falls, they're trillium, and white salmon with grog, and white salmon with specks. And we're going to be talking about the white salmon with specks today. That fits those glazes or those clays, but it also fits all of the other clays as well. But it's specifically meant for those clays so it doesn't craze on it. Because we all know how finicky porcelains can be. So that's the No More Tears. Okay, so what has happened in the past year? We've talked about this before. Lots of material changes in the ceramics world, right? I don't know if Jess has hit upon that in ClayShareCon this year or not. Lots of material changes. And yes. So like last year, the year before, it was a year before, they discontinued a lot of glazes that weren't selling to make room for new glazes. And they discontinued a few clays because they just weren't selling. One of the clays they discontinued was in the trail mix line. It was the cinnamon trail mix. Well, this year, Dundee Red, they had to discontinue the Dundee Red and the beautiful Mazama Cone 6 terracotta because the main ingredient just went bye-bye. So because of that, they cannot make those clays anymore. They just can't. So they brought back the trail mix cinnamon. So we'll talk about that in a minute. And because they wanted a new red in the low fire line, they made a new red called Cascadia Red. So I'm going to show that right now. Keep in mind, this is low fire earthenware. Okay, so this is a terracotta. I don't know who made these for me at Georgie's, but just feeling this clay, it's a very smooth, low fire earthenware. These, she decorated these with stroke and coats. So the stroke and coats work really well. if you want to know the colors, I can find out. Message me. I'll give you my information, and I'll let you know what stroke and coats she used. But I think she did 2 or 3 coats just so it would pop. And then the clear glaze on the inside is Duncan's Pure Brilliance. So again, this is a low fire earthenware clay. Do not mix this up with your cone 6. It will melt. You will have a mess. Here's another sample they sent. This is just 1 coat, I think, of some stroke and coats. But again, message me if you want to know the colors. So they have this new red clay, Cascadia Red, earthenware, low fire. They have brought back the Trail Mix Cinnamon. Now, the clays in the Trail Mix line have a little bit of sand in it. The chocolate, not as much. So there's 4 clays in the Trail Mix line. It's regular Trail Mix, cinnamon, toast, and the chocolate clay. And most people really love the chocolate clay. So Karen made these samples for me just to show. Now, I'm showing this because this is White Cloud glaze. So not all whites are equal. So when you're using a red clay, and I know a lot of people are into black clays now. When you're using a darker colored clay, test all your clears and test all your whites, because some of them do some real cool things. So this is White Cloud, and on the cinnamon, I made myself a note. The shrinkage rate is 6.86%, and the absorption rate is 2.23%. So that's the cinnamon. And here's another example of cinnamon. And this has grass green glaze on it. So it's going a little blue. This is normally what grass green looks like. Okay. So, and it can go a little bit blue. Okay, now the other new clays are Pioneer Dark with Specs. That came out a year or so ago. And the specs in it, you can kind of see the specs. I glazed this unevenly. This again is White Cloud. So it's going blue because this is a brown clay. But the specs are glass frit. They are not manganese. A lot of the speckle clays have manganese in them, but Georgie's is using glass frit. So you've probably seen me kind of demoing and using this Pioneer Dark with Specs before. And the Pioneer Dark with Specs works well with other brand glazes. So this is Pioneer Dark with Specs, but this is Spectrum. These are all Spectrum glazes. So it does work really well. Depending on your glaze, though, the specs may or may not show through. Now, the newest clay that they have is the white salmon with specs. And what happened with the white salmon was they realized that the color was changing and the absorption rate was way up. And so they did have to tweak it. If you want information on how they tweaked it, they do have, there is a PDF online. I thought I had it, but it's a really long explanation. Here it is. We're not going to go through all that today because we don't have time. But here's everything that they did. So they tweaked the white salmon, and while they were doing that, they're like, hey, let's add some of that glass frit to the white salmon. And so they've gotten the absorption rate of the white salmon. It was almost 2.5%. They got it down to 0.97%. So this is a great vitrified clay body. And I'm actually probably going to make some garden stack pieces with it. It's a lovely clay. You can definitely see the specs, and depending on what glazes you use, you'll be able to see the specks through it. Now, this is Georgie's Pure White Matte over the interactive pigment indigo wiped back. Now, the interactive pigments are saturated oxides. Jessica's done a lot of demos with those. I've done a lot of demos with those. Main thing to remember with the pigments is that they're oxides. They will interact with the glaze on top of it. They're very saturated, and because of that, you need to dilute it minimum of 50% so that it's food safe. I use it on the outside of things and vases. I do not use it on dinnerware, but I know a lot of people that do. And this on the inside, I put Fiesta Yellow. I don't know if you can see it, but the Fiesta Yellow, you can definitely see the specks through that. Now, this clay, I used to stay away from white salmon because it is porcelain. It's a porcelain mix. It's half porcelain, half stoneware. And I would stay away with it because it was a little bit finicky. But now it's great. It's great for hand building. I'm not a great thrower. I have been getting my throwing on, and I was able to throw some pieces with it. So I am loving this clay. And this piece, I forgot to cover this. I made this in the summer when it was 100 degrees outside and left it in my garage uncovered. My seams did not crack. My seams stayed together. And these are Plum Island transfers. Just remember, the darker you go with your transfers, your glaze, the specks might not show through. And the other day I'm making a thing for my kitchen to put my tall kitchen spoons in. I made a 19-inch slab, and I just made a round vessel with it. Piece of cake. Seams are together. It's drying. Once I finish it, I'll show it to everybody. Now, when I try a new clay, I put it through like all the tests. I use all different glazes on it. I'll put tissue transfers. I'll use decals. This clay, nothing is crazy so far on this clay. But again, use the No More Tears. And for the clear, if you're going to use a clear. Here, okay, this is Georgie's Glaze. This is White Cloud. So this is what White Cloud really looks like on a white clay, and then on darker clay it goes blue, and the darker the clay it goes more blue. But as you can see, I can see the specks. I think these are all Plum Island transfers as well. This is a white transfer. I love using white transfers on whiter clay bodies. It's very subtle, but you can still see it, okay? So I'm loving the specks. This guy, I put a decal on. You can see the specks. In the center, I put No More Tears. And on the rim, I put Mako Stroking Coat Dandelion over Mako Light Flux. And it did, the Light Flux did the drippy thing. So I made this for fall. And again, I mean, it's working. There's no crazing. You can see the specks. I really like that guy. He's really cute. The Celadons, Amico Celadons are working really well on them, on the white specks. So when I get a new clay like this, again, I put it through like all the tests. I make large things, I make small things, I use all different brand glazes. And this white salmon with specks is really doing a good job. And here I used grass green, and I just put it over an iron oxide wash. I made this little guy in, I think I made this in the test tile class, Jessica, I think.
I think so too.
Yeah, and I just now glazed it. But even with the grass green with the iron oxide, you can still see some of the specks. So if you want to see the specks, go with more of a lighter,
Yeah, you
glaze.
did make that because we talked about the mat you used because I have that mat.
Oh,
We
that's
had this
right.
whole mat segue.
Yeah, you're right. That's
Yeah.
right. Okay, so I finally did glaze that. And then
Well, it looks great.
I did like a weird extrusion, and this is just a G and green over, I think it's Sand and Surf interactive pigment. And you can definitely see the specks through that. So it's a great, it's a great clay. It's one of my new favorites. And
We got 4 minutes. Can you,
yeah,
that's all.
Can
you believe it?
Yeah, I think that's it with all the new stuff we have.
So, do you happen? So, people might not know, but you teach. You teach there, but you also have done a lot of workshops with us. You started with your garden stack workshop,
correct.
Where you show how to build a garden stack and all the components of it. And then we did a one with a bird, and then we did a fish,
right?
And
we did tree stumps,
and we did tree stumps, and we did test tiles. Yeah, I was hoping you'd show some of the things you've done in workshops with us.
Yeah,
which. I mean, this is the best time. If you haven't joined ClayShare, you should now, because we have that code CSC26 that you get 3 months of ClayShare for 25% off. And when you get that discount, you could sign up for workshops and get 20% off automatically for members.
I didn't know that. That's good.
Yeah, members get 20% off workshops, and you get workshops forever. So you sign up and get the discount in the membership, and then use your discount in the membership to sign up for the workshops you want. Then you get the workshops forever.
Yeah.
So then I can pay you money because you did work. So it works even better, everyone.
Yeah, it works for everyone, right? So one of the things I teach in the garden stack is some how to make houses. Okay, and this is Blizzard Blue over, I wrote it down, over Burnt Orange, and then Blizzard Blue over Fiesta Yellow. So over the yellow that's in this guy, so Blizzard Blue over it, and this is Dry Rust. Yeah, if you know me, I do more garden stuff than functional stuff. This is another little tree stump. These are coyote glazes. We're going to be talking about coyote tomorrow. Shh.
Oh, look at you. Georgie's one day, coyote the next.
I know. Here's another with, these are some coyote glazes, but again, it's on the white salmon with specks. So if you get the white salmon with specks, or even if you just get the white salmon, it really is working on all brands of glazes. So I know everybody doesn't have, all the glazes that I have. But it is a good clay. But test your whites, especially on your brown clays, and test your clears. And on the white salmon and the porcelains, use the No More Tears. And the No More Tears, I have found, is working on other brand porcelains as well. So
good to know. Yeah, everybody's always looking for a good clear.
So if you have a question, here's my information. Instagram is @Maria's Art Space. I posted a video on Georgie's Facebook group, or a picture. Zoom into that. If you want to know any glazes that are on there, hit me up with a message, and I'll let you know how I glazed it.
Awesome. Maria, thank you so much.
Bye, everybody.
So we'll see you tomorrow. You coming back tomorrow or Saturday? Tomorrow? Tomorrow. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for being here. She's the best. So I have a class on using Georgie's interactive pigments. I have a lot of classes using Georgie's interactive pigments because I met Maria, as she mentioned, at NCECA one year. We don't know which year. We've tried to figure it out. We think it was when it was in Providence, maybe? Was it Rhode Island? We don't know. It's the year they came out, and that's when I discovered them, and I was sold immediately. So here's a beautiful planter. that I hand built. This is a class we did together. There's great feet on this. There's no plants because if you haven't joined ClayShare yet, you will soon learn that I kill every plant in my life, and everybody tries to help me, and I still kill them. And I've actually kind of stopped buying plants, but anyhow, there's no plant in there anymore. But I also have the test tile board, which is a great one, and so many other things. So go check those out and use that code. That's happening now if you want to get some Georgie's, Glaze, and Pigments. I do want to let you all know that I didn't mention it when we came back, but the ceramic shop had a really great recorded segment during the lunch break that we had, and they have $20 off a purchase of $100 or more with the code ClayShareCon, all capital, and 26. ClayShareCon 26. But all these codes that we're saying, we don't have to say them. If you go to clayshare.com and you click on ClayShareCon info and scroll down past the schedule, you'll see all the codes are right there for you. So, and the prizes, and the schedule. So, it's all there. All right, we're going to take a little break, and then when we come back, we have such a great, delightful afternoon because we have Jeff from GR Pottery Forums joining us, and we're going to find out how much coffee he has drank because, you know, things kind of go off the rails. So we'll see. Thank you, Maria and Georgie, for being part of ClayShareCon, and thank you all for watching. We'll be back in a few minutes with Jeff from GR Pottery.